Hi Aries, welcome to Lune Soul. My name is Claudette. Thank you guys so much for being here and welcome to your February 2017 Tarot horoscope. So let's get started, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and lay out a general reading with my tarot cards. And towards the end of the reading, I will pull 3 cards from the Oracle of the Mermaids to get you some further insights on the spiritual growth, the spiritual lessons that you should be learning throughout this month. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate your likes, subscribes, your shares. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you're watching me for the second, third, fourth time, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys. Also, know that I am available for personal readings. If that's of interest to you, check out my website. I've left my link in the description box below, lunaisol.net. So check out my website if this is something that is of interest to you. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on with you here for the month of February. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, center of the reading is a marriage. Either you're thinking marriage, or you're thinking about your marriage, you're thinking about the Hierophant also can denote church, institutions, work, the place that you work at, if this is an institution you work at, or the institution of marriage. Whatever this is, that's definitely, and also talks about tradition and doing things the traditional way. So let's see what other cards lay out here before us to see what this Hierophant card is telling us. What's the challenge here? Conflict, competition, chaos, chaotic energy. So if this is about a marriage for you, you find that the challenge here is that there's a lot of fights going on. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of competition, possibly. You may be competing for the attention of your wife, or you might be competing for the attention of your husband. Something here is not right. Okay, so let's see why this. What is on your mind here, Aries? I get the Emperor card in the upright position. So you're definitely thinking of asserting yourself. I believe the Emperor card is also the Aries card. So you're definitely feeling like you really need to assert yourself, really be very decisive about what it is that you want, and moving forward in an assertive, strong, leadership-like manner. So you're finally saying enough is enough with these fights. Enough is enough with this conflict. You are ready to move forward in a very decisive fashion. You're ready to move forward. And you're really exerting yourself as a very masculine energy, very leadership-like energy. What's brought you to this point? Something has not been right here. This is justice in reverse. Now I'm getting justice in reverse, and I'm getting it here under the Hierophant. So for me, this could be about a divorce. Okay? So you've decided to move forward with a divorce, or something has not been right, something has been amiss, something has not, somebody hasn't been honest with you. And if this isn't about legal action, if this isn't about a contract or a divorce or legal action or legal papers, this is about justice. Somebody was unjust, unfair to you. And for this reason, you're no longer willing to put up with this conflict, and you're willing to make a decision and move forward in a very assertive fashion. So let's see what's going on here in the recent past that's led you here. Yeah, you've been met with unhappiness. You've seen better times here. I see the Sun card in reverse. So there's something you were really looking forward to, something that you were hoping that was going to brighten up your life and bring in some happiness for you. And it's been quite the opposite. It's something that has turned out to be not as happy, not as bright, not, the potential for a future bright future has dulled. In other words, there's unhappiness there. And because of something that was unjust, something that wasn't fair was done to you. And for this reason, you are seeking to set things right and set things straight and finally speak up for yourself. This is about speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself. Yeah, here in the near future, I do get the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. So you'll definitely find out, even if you weren't quite sure if there was dishonesty or trickery uh, behind your back, you will soon come to find out. You'll soon see it, and this will finally end. Okay, so you may have felt that you were somebody wasn't quite honest with you, and for this reason, you're going to stand up for yourself, and that's going to end. Like, you're going to say enough is enough. You know, you've done enough harm here. You've done enough damage. You've been unfair and dishonest with me, and I'm not putting up with the fights and the dishonesty and all this anymore. Now, in the position of self, I do get the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So even though you have decided to move forward and put your foot down and speak up for yourself, there are some doubts on your end if you're making the right decision. Okay? I mean, the way I'm seeing it here, hun, you're making the right decision. You really need to speak up for yourself. You really need to stand up for yourself, because if you don't do it, who else will? This person is being dishonest or not being fair to you. And this is compromising your happiness, and it has been for a little while now. So it's about time that you have some clarity on what it is that you want. Now, in the position of the others, I do get the Knight of Swords in the upright position. So they themselves may make the decision for both of you if you don't really stand up for yourself. They themselves may express what they want before you get to. So they may be just as assertive and know what they want as much as you do at the end of the day. And they'll speak up and communicate this to you. Now, in the position of others, in the position of hopes and fears, I get the Star card in reverse. You're definitely fearful that all your dreams are not going to come true. You're seeing, I'm getting the Sun card here in the recent past, and I'm getting the fear of the Star card in reverse. So yeah, you're aware that, some of the dreams that you wanted for yourself, some of the goals that you wanted to accomplish haven't panned out. And for this reason, you're fearful that this streak will continue. But you know what, Aries, you need to really restore balance, fairness here. You need to speak up for yourself, and without fear of what's going to happen here in the future. Nothing stays the same. I will say that this dishonesty is going to end thanks to you speaking up, and they themselves may say, you know what, yeah, I was dishonest, and I'm ready to get out of here. Like they're ready to move forward as well. They finally recognize that they were not a good person to you. So with the Star card in reverse, don't be fearful. You have the ability to manifest the kind of future that you want for yourself. Don't let your fears stop you from accomplishing fairness here. I will say that you'll successfully move out of the month of February with taking action. I do get the Four of Swords in the reverse position. So in the outcome here, I'm getting a card that talks about action. You're no longer mulling it over. You're not just contemplating, just thinking, or being stuck. You are actually taking action. And so congratulations for that. You deserve that. You deserve to speak up for yourself. You deserve to move forward. Okay? Yeah. I'm not going to pull this card because we're not going to go there. I pulled a card about you feeling a little unsure again. Here I am telling you that the Ace of Swords in the reverse position is that you aren't sure. You're thinking, I think what's going on here is a conflict between the heart and the mind. Your mind wants something, your heart wants another. And you're definitely hurt about what's happened here. You had big, you were really, you had a lot of big plans here. You really look hopeful and optimistic, and whatever happened here, all this dishonesty has really, really compromised that. And so I say to you, move forward. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself, because right now, as the way I see it, they haven't been honest with you, and enough is enough. You need to look out for yourself first. All right, Aries, that's what I have. Now let's pull 3 cards from the Oracle of the Mermaids to get you insights on why it is that you're experiencing this. Why are you going through these lessons? What are you meant to be learning from this? The Vulnerability card. The vulnerability card talks about open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. Now, what comes to mind here when I get the vulnerability card, it's people that are afraid to be hurt. They're afraid to love or allow somebody in because they're afraid of the pain that may come with loving someone. And vulnerability is about opening up your heart and saying, here's my heart. And that takes a lot of guts to say that. I'm giving you everything I have, despite the fact that there's a possibility that you may hurt me. So here you are coming out of a possible relationship or a partnership where you've been betrayed, where they haven't been honest, and here you are trying to move out of here. And the card here that comes out is vulnerability. So despite these setbacks, despite the prior challenges, you need to be reminded that it's okay to love again. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to allow someone to love you again. Don't close yourself off no matter what challenges you may have gone through in the past, because you're only hurting yourself in the long term if you close yourself off and say never again. Now, it's not to say that you have to do this, okay, like turn the page here, get a divorce, and the next day say, here's my heart, I'm ready to love again. No, there's a healing process. There's a processing that needs to happen. There's, that allow that to happen. But the main message here is don't close your heart. Don't ever do that, because you're hurting yourself in the process. Allow yourself to be vulnerable at some point again, and allow yourself to love and be loved, okay? Now, in the position of, no, that's not the position of, like the next card that I get here is telepathy. Telepathy card talks about nonverbal communication, energies, pulses, and mind reading. So this is another card about really being in sync with another person to the point where you can complete each other's sentences, where you know what the other person is thinking, feeling, what they're perceiving. It's like this amazing chemistry with another person. See how these two mermaids are joined and they're like mirroring each other because they're so in sync with each other. Here I get two cards that talk about this beautiful energy with another partner, about mind reading and feeling so connected, and about vulnerability. So, and it's an interesting set of cards to get for you guys, Aries, that you're going through a phase where I feel like you're closing a chapter of your life and starting another one. And here you are going through such a connected energy with someone. So you may be already experiencing this with someone else, or maybe this is the kind of energy you had with the person that betrayed you. But be reminded of this. Be reminded that you can have this again. You can have this connection with someone else, and you're completely worthy and deserving of that. Even if it doesn't happen this month, but allow yourself to have that kind of connection with someone else, okay? Song of the Siren, the call, the summoning, the voice, and to acknowledge. So it's really about acknowledging what you have inside, acknowledging everything you have to offer, and really, really listening to that inner voice, okay? So if what you want is to find somebody who loves you and somebody that deserves you, then acknowledge that. Say, you know what? I am deserving of that. I want that. I want to acknowledge that and move towards that. I feel like you guys are going to be, despite the setbacks that you've been going through, I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody really, really significant in your life here. I mean, you're going to turn around. You're going to turn that page and it's like, bam, bam, and you meet somebody that you're completely in sync with. I don't feel that this connection, if this is somebody you're putting behind you, I feel like this connection is going to be very immediate and coming in very soon. What I see right now clairvoyantly is a wolf, so which talks to me about instincts and really listening to your instincts and your intuition. Don't doubt that right now. Now I see a deer, which also talks about connecting to your spiritual realm. When the deer have antlers and it connects them to the spiritual realm and really feeling. So you're being asked to be very spiritual and connected with your inner self, your inner light, really acknowledging that inner voice right now. I think when you do so, you'll feel much more connected, in sync, and grounded. And at that point, I feel you're going to allow yourself to meet the right kind of person that really deserves you. Now, the image that I get, last but not least, I'm going to tell you guys what I see. You guys remember the skunk from Pepe Le Pew? That skunk that it was like very romantic, was trying to get romantic with a cat, and he's showing the cat the flower, and he's trying to romance the cat that accidentally got painted with a stripe down her back, and he thinks it's a skunk. This is what I'm seeing, and this is like a whole side of you, and this is how I'm perceiving the imagery. It's funny how my spirit guides work and the images that they give me, because sometimes it's really they have a sense of humor. They know I have a sense of humor too. The Pepe Le Pew is all about you guys really tapping into that inner romantic and really, allowing yourself to be that hopeless romantic. Allowing yourself, when you finally do connect with the right person for yourself, or you feel like you've met somebody really in sync with, allow yourself to, be vulnerable again. Shower that person with flowers, love, attention. Shower them with everything that you'd like to receive in return. Allow yourself that. Enjoy that. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting here. All right, Aries, I hope you find these messages amusing as I have, and very, I hope that you find them hopeful, inspiring, and they've given you some clarity on your situation. I really do hope you guys have a wonderful month. So please take care. Please leave me feedback in the comment section below. I love to hear how these messages resonate with you. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye-bye.